everybody. Welcome to the St. James Show. I am your host. I am he. I am St. James, just coming to you for a short little video. If you come on in, will you hit that like button for me? Somebody's car is going off. I hear it. Uh, these alarms be cheap alarms. You just blow on them and the alarm goes off. But hit that like button for me. Subscribe up there if you are not a subscriber of the St. James Show. This is impromptu, so whoever comes in, comes in. If you don't catch it now, if you're on the replay, make sure you hit that like button for me on the replay. What's up, Jazz Harris? What's up, his only wifey? Good to see you as well. Well, I tell you, just came on just for a short little deal. It looks like what we were anticipating. I know what I was anticipating in the whole Bishop Jakes versus Dwayne Youngblood case. That Tyrone Blackburn is representing Dwayne Youngblood, and the Tyrone Blackburn has not been having a great day at all. We know that he kind of has the ambulance chasing kind of reputation. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Courtney? Sean Renee. What's up, Jay? JR. Tyrone Blackburn has a kind of the ambulance chaser type of reputation. He likes to throw out those demand letters for millions and millions of dollars. Recently threw one out to Fat Joe. Today it comes out that not too long ago he just ran over a process server. TMZ really puts a 10 on 2, boy, I tell you. They said he ran him over and he just, I'm on the beach. Are you on the beach in Turks? Oh my God, I am so jealous. I am so jealous. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hi, Mrs. Ricks, JP, Nicole, everybody. Lori, good to see you. So attorney Tyrone Blackburn, so he's being accused of running over a process server, doing old Suge Knight. He did a Suge Knight on him, as Ray put in one of the comments. I said, that's exactly what he did. So, he's not having a good day. And then I find out, I look on the information on the courts, and he is requesting to withdraw from the Jakes case. He does not want to represent Dwayne Youngblood. He does not want that TD Jake smoke. He don't want it. Yeah, I'm so mad at Londa over there at Turks and Caicos and stuff, and I'm over here working and carrying on. I should be at Turks and Caicos. Yes. So we knew it was coming, Courtney. We knew he wasn't going, because how he's been moving. Tyrone Blackburn with this whole Diddy case, he's over there clout chasing. Now he wants to spend a bunch of his time on the Fat Joe lawsuit that he has, just sent another demand letter for. What's up, Jesse and Dion? He can't keep working for free, huh? Yeah, we knew that. And let me tell you, this is way too much work, y'all. He's not in it with some just paralegals over here and some law students dealing with TD Jakes' attorneys. He's having to really do some real deal work and to show, because it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. From what he's been presenting to the court, it definitely looks like he does not know anything that he is doing. So double tap the screen, everybody. Hit that subscribe button up there if you're not a subscriber of the St. James Show. So what will happen now with the case? That is interesting because I'm not an attorney, but it seems like they could have asked for a default judgment according to some paperwork that he already did wrong. Jake's side probably could have had but I don't believe they want a default judgment, y'all. I think that what they want to include the co-conspirators. That's what they want. Oh yeah, thank you. They want to include the co-conspirators. So they don't really want I don't think they want a default judgment right now. Chat GPT. Yeah. Chat GPT was his paralegal, and where it got him. Now he's running scared. Now Tyrone Blackburn is running scared. So he knows. They look at all the bloggers and what people say about them and what we know, because you may say that you tried to even come at his attorneys acting like they were actually doing the one dealing with Chat GPT. No, it was you, Tyrone. It was you. Wasn't them. They got a whole little machine going with them. Even if it is Chat GPT, you better learn how to alter that bad boy so it at least look like you know what you're talking about. So money talks. Yeah. Talking green. Yeah. They talking black and white, and they talking real good money green. Sure, good money green. And see, of course, he's working supposedly for free, even though you tried to get the judge to do anti-slap so you can get some money and all that, and you see that didn't go. That didn't quite work out. So I think this is his last ditch effort to get out of it. But I always thought that the Jakes team um, wanted to loop Tyrone Blackburn in there too as a co-conspirator. I don't know. It just seemed to me that they try to kind of alluded to that he was part of the co-conspirator type of situation. I know they've alluded and they've named, they haven't named them as a defendant, as a true co-conspirator, but they have mentioned Larry Reed and his podcasts and things like that as co-conspirators, potential co-conspirators. So I think that's what they want to do. So they don't really want a default judgment. I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. I think he is too. They may not grant his request. That's true, because he put it in. He wants out. He won't out. But if they don't grant his request, then Nicole, what happens? What does he do? Does he just throw out? Does he completely, fudge the case? Whereas it's definitely in Bishop Jakes's, because he doesn't want to work for him. He doesn't want to work for Dwayne Youngblood anymore. It didn't work, y'all. The $6 million heist did not work. And they realized that it didn't work a long time ago, but he's in it too far now. He's in it. So we have to figure out, if they don't grant his request, this thing will be a mess. That's what I'm saying. If they don't grant his request, he is going to pretty much hand the case over to Bishop Jakes. That's my opinion. And I think we're going to start seeing some more co-conspirators. Yeah, we talked about that, Wayne Justice. We talked about that. So y'all be careful when y'all come into the chat and start throwing out news stuff. Just be, hang out for a minute. Before y'all, we talked about that. So he's having a really bad day. So, and it doesn't sound like to me that this Fat Joe stuff is even going to fly as well. You're running over process servers. You using Chat GPT for Bishop Jakes's case. I'm not sure. And with this running over the process server, will they consider taking his law license this time? Will this be the act where they actually have, enough to stand on to take his law? Because, New York hates him. I bet Dwayne wants to retract. I bet he does. I bet Dwayne wants to say absolutely nothing happened. What's up? Happy hump day, everybody. What's up, Jay Boogie? Yeah, tell me you're in over your head without telling me you're in over your head. Yes, that's what it is. You're a clout chaser, you're an ambulance chaser, and all of this is compounding, and it's getting a little bit too much for Tyrone Blackburn. You're out there, just like Armand Wiggins said, when he asked that question, what do you say about people calling you a clout chaser? Because that's the truth. That's who he is. That's who he is. You know, he's in crash out mode. I think he is in crash out mode, Mary, because it's a lot. No, you listen, when you try too hard, you do crash out. He may told the courts he no longer provide Dwayne's free services. Well, that's true too. Uh-huh. Good judge can see through the crash out as a stunt. Gotcha. Uh-huh. In his 500 in New York. And what's up, Creepy? What's up, Magnum? Blackburn thought he was going to be the settlement. He thought he was the male version of Gloria Allred, and it doesn't seem to be working because I don't know if you guys know anything, but I haven't heard of any actual settlements he's received. You know, it didn't work with the T.I. and Tiny. It didn't work with some of the others. It didn't work with the guy with Diddy that he tried to grab that money. That didn't work. And then him and that guy show up at Diddy's case trial. Like, what are you doing there? Your case has nothing to do with this. Just threw it out. That heat is helping. I got a sick suspicion when Jakes gets done, he'll have Blackburn this. But I think that's what we're heading towards, because his attorneys, Jazz, are already speaking in their paperwork. As you know, when I've read it, they're already alluding to this guy is already being accused of stuff in New York. He's doing this on this case. So I think, you know, yeah. Yeah, right. Because there wasn't a valid reason on there. All he put, let me read you what he put. Let's see here. He put, to the clerk, kindly withdraw my appearance only on behalf of Dwayne Youngblood, defendant in the above captioned matter. Only on behalf of Dwayne Youngblood. And so I guess, you know, he's saying not the John Does. I'm not representing. Has anybody heard from Dwayne? So that's all he did. And then the certificate of service, you know, because he did electronically. So that's all he said. Kindly withdraw my appearance only on behalf of Dwayne Youngblood, defendant in the above captioned matter. You think Dwayne dropped him? You said that's not happening. It's one sentence, y'all. One sentence. That's all. Yeah. Creepy said it ain't happening. So, if we know that it doesn't happen, he's going to hand the case over to Jakes. That's what I'm saying. He better be careful, because I believe that they want him as a co-conspirator. So what do you say about that, Nicole? What do you say about that? He's such a gem. Oh, he is a real gem. Oh, only 34 people of you double tap the screen and hit the like button. So listen, I thought this was interesting. I knew we would probably see something like this, but like I said, there's a lot of different angles as to, first of all, is the judge going to allow it? If the judge doesn't allow, okay, if the judge does allow it, what does that leave for Dwayne Youngblood? Does he just bow out gracefully and just take his beating like a good soldier? Does the judge not allow it? And then Dwayne Youngblood just hand the case over to Jakes? Well, and to me, that would be malpractice. To me, that would be, you know, that he could get his license taken if he really doesn't do good due diligence in defending his client. I totally believe that's the case. Yeah. They want to list him, so he is still going to try. And yeah, they have evidence to name him. Oh, Lord, they have evidence. 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 Do you have the evidence? Come on, Fred Price. What's up, lovely? Yeah, with his official, yeah. He's extremely embarrassing, Courtney. Why, Lord, why? And then he has the struggle braids. He has the fake EJ Newton braids. Oh, it's just too much for me. Yeah. What's up, Rejoice? Good to see you. So Nicole says they have evidence to name him as a co-conspirator. Everything that happened really points to him being a co-conspirator. I always thought that was the case. Larry Reed is still, probably still trying to dodge his potential part in this. But, when you came on and you said you saw the letter, it was being sent. I'm saying people just talk too much. People just talk too much, and you can't be upset at us because we're bringing back to your remembrance. For your mom, she's watching. Oh, she watching? Okay, good, mother. Your mother knows what's going on. She knows what's going on around here. Yeah. People going up. They're going up the river, mother. They're going up the river. No, they may not go up the river, but they're going to pay a lot of money. You ain't going to do like Lovie. Lovie said, they all going to jail. Lovie said, they all going to jail. Uncle Tim always said, Larry, he do, Jim, man. He just talked too much. We be trying to tell him. It was like, it's okay for you not to let everybody know what all you know. You tell some and you keep some. It's okay. Yeah, Jake's calling him Larry calling him power bottom. The other week he called him, he was gay, and he got the proof. Lo, we've been hearing that since 2023. You got the proof. Well, prove it in court and see if that even matters. See if that even matters to the price of tea in China. See, they need to really get out of what they think Bishop Jake's bed is like. They need to get out of that. Who cares? Maybe throw up. Talking loud and saying nothing. Just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. This is going to be interesting. First of all, will the judge? Do you think the judge will approve it? Put a 1. If you think the judge is going to deny his request to withdraw Tyrone Blackburn, put a 2. I want to see what you guys think. Do you think it's going to go? He's out of here. No more smoke. Put a 1. Okay. If the judge is not going to approve, put a 2. Okay. Got some 1s and 2s. Gotcha. Yeah. 2, absolutely not. It's not gonna be approved. You may have to, pull out them fake braids, Tyrone, and get the pedal to the metal. They said it ain't happening, Tyrone. They said you gonna be you gotta go the long haul. You gotta do it. I just remember him when he was on that other platform, and he was just on there with Larry, and he was just on there cutting up. His mouth so slick. What kind of attorney talk like he talk? He might fine him in contempt. Oh, now that's interesting too. The judge can't force him to work for no payment, right? No. No. I think the judge can say you cannot. You started pro bono, JP, and you gonna end this thing pro bono. Yeah. So it's not a matter of just now in the middle of it you want to get paid. That ain't how that works. That's not how that works. So I don't think that's how that works. If that was the case, because I believe pro bono, unless they had an agreement, we're pro bono. But if their settlement happens, then I get money. The judge want him gone. So he boxed himself in. I think he did. I think he boxed himself in. He may be up the creek without a paddle. Yeah, I think so. I think he is up the creek without a paddle. Because you can't just, if that was the case, that people would try to do that all the time. Yeah. Blackburn wrote a check. Yeah, it's insufficient funds. He went to the check cashing place and they wouldn't approve it. They wouldn't approve it, you know? They said, no, 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 no funds. No funds available. No funds available. Let me tell Dollar I'm lying. Yeah, that law isn't not that easy to drop off a case. They will look at the fee agreement. Oh, okay, okay, okay. He ain't got no money. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Listen, we have been following this case since it dropped in November, y'all. We have been hearing people talk with arrogance. We've heard people, continue to drag Bishop Jakes and add a little yeast to the story, add a little extra to it, whether it be peach cobblers or I got text messages or putting pictures up against with Eddie Long and trying to, say there was a correlation between the two. We've heard it all. We've heard it all. We've even had people to say, oh, no, I've seen the text message. And that's what they don't quite understand. You can sit out here and call T.D. Jakes gay. You can call him bi. You can call him whatever you want to call him. But what we're dealing with is the issue between Dwayne Youngblood that he's accusing Bishop Jakes of. That's what we're dealing with. All that other stuff is smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. And they want us to, try to convince us that they know something and they have proof of something. But if that's the case, but it still doesn't have anything to do with a missed kiss and a hug. It just doesn't have anything to do with it. So I think that's where they're getting lost in the translation or trying to bamboozle us to think they lost. They're not lost. He running. He knew there wasn't a case for the price. But no. Mm-mm. Yeah. So, listen, everybody. Will the judge agree with his, approve his withdrawal? My goodness. And a one-liner like that, Nicole, and a one-liner like that just shows me I have no interest. I'm pissed off that I even got involved in this. I thought, I really understand. I thought I was, the head Negro in New York, the head attorney, but I figured out that I'm not. All I know all I know how to do is fudge demand letters. Even in the Diddy case, they said the demand letter that the girl sent Diddy, he even added some stuff to that story to try to get some more money out of Diddy. Has he been? I think he out of jail. I don't know if he actually, I guess he was arrested, but I don't know if he was actually, I don't know. I don't know if he bailed out or not. What's up, Uncle Paul? Blackburn was never going to court. He sends demand letters. Yeah. He wants to get the demand letters. He wants to get payment, and he's gone on his way. That's what he wants to do. That's what his whole attorney career is about. Put him next to Diddy. Yeah, put him out next. Go sit down and talk to your man. You try to get some money out of him. That Diddy case is really interesting these days. I mean, and people were saying that maybe some of the charges were dropped. I think they were just trying to narrow some of the charges. I was listening to Pam earlier in her bushes. I think they're just trying to narrow some of the predicate acts so when the jury has to, make their decision, that the questions are narrowed in instead of being too broad. Because if you can say, yeah, he did that, but he didn't do this, so what do I have? What do I put on this answer? So I think they're just narrowing things down. They put everyone in jail here in New York. He was there at least. Oh, okay, so he was there. Okay, all right. Jake said he has time and money. He's pushing forward. Listen, he was just talking about with Oprah over there. I went to a party. They put me in the love triangle. Oh, Jakes is ready to fight. Listen, he about to really step down. What's the I think he's installing Sarah and Torrey in next month. So he got plenty of time. No. Well, that's the thing about it. They're going to, Jesse, they're going to have to pay those court fees. So it's not just about the $75,000 or whatever the amount of money that they can sue for. It's about now you're talking attorney's fees and things like that. That's what's going to get you. That's what's going to get you. It's just like with Jives. I think he's close to $100,000 that he has to pay Bishop Felton because it was, this amount, but then the attorney's fees. Of course, the judge has to approve the proper fees, but yeah. Punitive damages. Yeah. So there's a lot that's going into that. It's just not, just $75,000 and we good. No. It's going to go beyond that. It's going to go beyond that. That's why, if the co-conspirators get in there, and let me tell you, I don't think the judge, hopefully the judge makes a decision on that really quick because, the judge is in the middle of finalizing it to move on to trial. That's what that's what we're waiting for. That's what I thought when I got in there and seen what the update was. I was like, oh no, he didn't. I was waiting for the judge to say, okay, let's go to trial. How much do you need? How much time y'all need for discovery? How long do you think your whatever will be, your case will be? And we get over here and this Negro Tyrone Blackburn trying to bail out gracefully. No. You said someone owes somebody something. You got that right. People are not getting out of this thing scotch-free. And I know Dwayne Youngblood, he's on his belly, just begging God, asking God, why? No, when you was sitting in that prison, you should have been praying instead of on the phone, allegedly talking to Larry Reed. You should have been praying instead of conspiring to try to get some cash for when you get out of prison. That's what he should have been doing. But he was on the phone, y'all. Yeah, they always quiet now about this, Danny. They always quiet. But he did call him gay the other week, last week or so he ain't too quiet. Judge is tired of him. Judge no. But see, like I think, like we said in the beginning, the judge doesn't want to always have to come back and correct and tell the attorneys, you didn't do this right. You did, that becomes tedious and it draws stuff out. Listen, we should be further along in this case even now than where we are. But because of the missteps that Tyrone Blackburn has been doing, I don't know if he's doing it on accident or on purpose, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Yeah, where's your book? Where's your part 8? Where's the other? We need a lot. There's a lot of stuff we don't have, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. You writing the book. Where is your website? When the abused becomes the abuser, whatever. Yeah. They opened Pandora's box on Blackburn tactics doing Diddy. That's right. You're right, Tashi, because it just wasn't over here in the churchy sector and people talking. No, in Diddy's case, they opened up the Pandora box. He fudges the demand letters. He lies on demand letters. We figured that out. And you know what they did? They went back and got a couple of the demand letters that Jakes and T.I. And I'm sure he did something with that Fat Joe demand letter. I'm sure that ain't right. He put that stuff in the... So, let me see. I miss what I miss. So, yeah, they busted him open with them demand letters. And I think he knows that he is no match for T.D. Jakes' team. He's absolutely no match for them. He didn't complete that particular course. He's still like in paralegal school, and he hasn't surpassed that one. Even though he has a license that I really don't think that Tyrone Blackburn, the only way he'll get out of this, the judge may just be tired of him and let him go. But if he doesn't, the only way he would get out of it if they took his license. If they took his license. And running over a process server may be the straw that broke the camel's back. It may be. It may be. I don't know. What's up, Shardy? So, and it's interesting that it comes out today after we hear that he ran over the process server. And they're trying to say, you know, well, he clipped him and he hit his leg. I don't care. You backed your car up like Suge Knight, sugar. And you ran over the process server, Tyrone. That's all that matters. He better go into prayer and supplication. He got his lawsuit from DR. Writing on the wall, Tyrone is about to lose that. I think so. I think that license is going bye-bye. And I think he knows that after today. And you know, TMZ blew that up. They said, listen, he just ran over the process server. I mean, and they've been at the Diddy trial. What they threw him, y'all, don't forget, y'all, they threw Tyrone Blackburn out of the court. Because he was over there going, like Armand Wiggins said, oh, that, like Armand said, I don't think I need my attorney that sassy. I just don't. I need you to have some couth about yourself. I don't need you in the courtroom talking about, no, he didn't. Roni, why? So they threw him out of the courtroom that day. So it's like, I mean, you're an attorney and you get thrown out of the court house. What's up, I Am Human? Wait, what? He ran over? Yeah! Yeah, who calling me? Yeah, he ran, someone was trying to serve him, I guess, and he ran him over and backed up and ran. It's on, I put it on the community board, y'all. Y'all go read it. I always put the stuff on the community board on YouTube. So make sure, or it says post or whatever, make sure you go on there and check it out. Y'all check that out every day. Put on your notifications so when I post something, you'll get the information. The dramatics of it all. Oh, yeah, he's a mess. Get their user behavior in court as care. That's what I'm thinking, Jesse. All that should like tie in to maybe his law license being removed. Yeah, he should not, that man. He is giving fake attorney. We need to see his. That's what I'm saying. Nothing about him screams attorney to me. Even down to his fake braids that he put in his hair recently. Yeah. Talking about his cases. Yeah. What's up, Inspire? Is he in here? Process service normally record the service, and I bet that video got him. Yes. Yeah. And that's that video because it happened, I believe, in May, they said. So, yeah. Sugarone. That's right, Ray. Nightburn. Sugarone Nightburn. There you go. Uh-huh. I said you said that in the comment earlier, Ray. I don't understand why he is acting like this. If he can pass the bar, you would think, Sean Renee. You would think if somebody who's capable of passing the bar would act a little bit more, you know, with a little bit more class, style, and sophistication as an attorney. How does he get these cases? He chases them just like he was in the chat. He found Blackburn, Youngblood. He found him just through a video. He's a chaser. He's the whitehead of attorneys. Yes, sir. That Zelle about to be real crap with. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Youngblood is really, really quiet. You know, I made a prophecy already on the prophet spoke. I said, he's not finished with his violations. So I don't believe he's delivered. I don't believe he's set free, because when you come out and you concoct a grand scheme to rip off Bishop Jakes and blame him for the entirety of your life's problems off of one encounter, you are not finished lying, scheming, backbiting, and messing with kids. You're not finished. Somebody go check the books. Yeah, that process says should sue him. Know what they gonna get? He can't seem to get no money. Met through a video. That's the lie they told. Oh, that's right. That's the lie they told. That's right. That's right. So we don't know really how they met. They may have met in prison, y'all, when they got on that three-way call, that conference call, and set all this up. According to Bishop Jake's people, that's what happened. Question is, did he pass the bar? Somebody needs to investigate that, Tashi. These lawyers have been known to pay folks to take their exam. It's been a known scam. And with what he's been presenting in this Jake's case, it seems like he had somebody take that bar exam for him, Tashi. He just may have. You may be on to something. You may be on to something. It's a scheme that 888 set up. That you saying, Jesse? That bad, isn't that TK last like that? Yeah. Which is somewhat abrasive, opinionated, and self-important personality. He would make a great YouTube. Yeah, he's definitely a YouTube content creator. It seems like he was trying to go that route. It seems like the way he kind of comes across, he seems to try to go that route. Like he may have to be a content creator attorney. He just may have to be, Yeah. It gives Quizlet. But listen here, I don't think any of us are wrong. Any of us are thinking is not off to really zone in and say this has really been a scheme that was concocted up. Now, you want to put your players in as you want to put them in. God bless you. But it seems like it is a scheme and a scam that from the beginning was conjured up. Lies on the bottom of the lawsuit papers. Oh, that's true. Okay. Let me go and do some investigation, Kendra. Thank you. That's true. Pick up some license. Somebody gonna send it to me. I know they will. The Saint James Show at att.net or right on Instagram, The Saint James Show. All right. Or if I don't get a chance to look it up, right now. That brought you about the undergrad. Yeah. So listen, he's running over process servers. He's sending demand letters that are fudged and not the truth. He's requesting to be removed from representing Dwayne Youngblood in the Bishop Jakes lawsuit. So Tyrone is not having a really good day today. What's up, Wilson? Ooh, Wilson, I was over there this morning. They was over there tripping. That Castro and Tommy, they wacky. And that Castro was drunk at 6 in the morning. I didn't understand that. Y'all hit the double tap the screen, everybody. Hit the like button for me. We should at least have 100 likes. Y'all tripping. Well, I never knew that. I was assuming the license could. Yeah. Manasseh ain't said this. No. Manasseh is clean out of this one. That's what we're saying. Well, do you think I just don't think that Manasseh and Bishop Jordan were in this scheme. I just don't think that. That's my opinion. I just don't think that. I think just like Larry admitted to taking those photos off of Manasseh's laptop or iPad without Manasseh knowing, it leads me to believe that this was something that, possibly it was just between Dwayne and his brother and maybe Larry. I don't know. But we're just following what has happened in the past. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, leave him out of this. Leave him out of this, Nicole. But they separated from... They wasn't, that's why they, well, maybe that is, I think they were like, this stuff has gone too far. And we need to draw a line in the sand here. We are not with them folk over there. We ain't with them. Manasseh say they should have left him on the floor. That's what Manasseh said. They should have left him on the floor with no bed where they found him. That's what Manasseh said. I didn't say it, y'all. They said they should have left him on the floor where they found him. Now, Larry said he the money man now. That's what he said the other day. He the money man. So, well, I hope they don't put the money man's name as co-conspirator number 1 or 2. Hoping that we almost at 100 likes, y'all. 9 more. Come on, y'all. Double tap the screen for me. Hit that subscribe button up there if you're not a subscriber. The St. James Show is a good, wonderful place for you to hang out in our virtual sanctuary. It's okay for you to hang out every now and then over here. How did Larry think that it was okay to do that to Manasseh? I'm not too sure. And and even when he was talking about it and he said he did it and Manasseh didn't know, I just really was kind of disappointed at Manasseh at that point too, because I'm like, you allow someone to do that to you and to put you out there without you putting yourself out there. You didn't put yourself out there. This person took pictures and then took the pictures and compared them to Eddie Long and tried to make us believe something that we wasn't seeing. No, nobody saw that. Nobody saw Eddie Long. And remember, y'all remember now, the Bishop Jake stuff is supposed to be worse than Eddie Long. Worse than Eddie Long. Turn into No, I don't think so. He did speak out. Now, he did speak out, but, you know, it still was I wasn't groomed, but I possibly was taken advantage of. It was still murky there, Courtney. It was still murky. He never really came out and accused Bishop Jakes of anything. You know, it was still murky. Really weird. You was mad for him. I kind of was too, Ray. I was disappointed, but I was just kind of, you know, and I think at that time Manasseh was trying to figure out which way this was going to go, Ray. Like, do I go with this Larry stuff? Do I not? Do I hang along the coattails and maybe get a little cash? Because that's all that Larry kept saying. Manasseh deserves money. He deserves a payout. That's what he deserves, you know. Why he uses pick of black? Boy, that's him. That's him. That's his new braids. What you talking about, Katrina? He put them braids on a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he didn't mention names. I think one time he said TD. Remember that time, y'all, that Manasseh said TD, but he never said Jakes. So he can be talking about any TD, you know, Tony David, I don't know, Tory Denver, you know. Then he just stopped talking about it altogether. And of course, you know what they say. Well, he must have got paid. Well, he didn't give you none of that money. If he did. Yeah, I think that's what his dad said. Okay, Bernard Jordan said, listen here, NASA. I know we just got our stuff together, but you gotta release yourself from this. You can, Manasseh isn't confident. Yeah, I don't think he may not be. I think he was just trying to figure out which way can I go with this, Ray, and he may not be confrontational. Yeah. You said they all liars. Okay. Nothing that could have been seen in court influence from the wrong person can be dead. Yes. You're right, Jesse Montgomery. You're right. You know, you just, it's the company you keep, the character of people, you know. He didn't fall for that lie that confiscated those text messages without Manasseh knowledge. Dodger was a willing. I don't think so. I think he did. Listen, he said he took them. First of all, if you said you took or you took pictures of something that you were not authorized to do, I mean, that shows a lot of character for yourself. I am human first. So we can say maybe Manasseh knew, but to admit that you're not an honest person, to admit that speaks a lot, though. I am first. You know? I don't know. Even if you're lying and said that he knew, I mean, saying he didn't know and he actually knew, I mean, that's his lies everywhere. I don't know what to believe. Everybody lying around here. What's up, Alex? Well, I mean, that's your opinion. If you think he knew, he knew. But I still say, to admit that you did something behind somebody's back does not show a lot of integrity to me. Even if it's a lie, to admit you did it and that person didn't know, it just shows you what type of friend. I wish a friend of mine would do that. Take a picture of my phone or something, and then even if you think you're on my team, and it's important that you want something and you want to help me. You're not helping me by doing foolish stuff. That's not a help. That's not a help. So I believe all the way around, and you have to remember, y'all, this was the time when Larry was really beating down Bishop Jakes. I don't care about all this love fest people got now. I'm talking about the time where every time I got text messages, I know people, he has fixers, they called me, people done woke up dead. This is during all that time. So, I don't know. But time will tell. Time will tell what will happen. Will the judge release Tyrone Blackburn from the case at his request? Will he make him stay there and suffer like a good soldier? And if he stays, will he hand the case over to Bishop Jakes out of default? Yeah, it was a full vendetta. He was in full vendetta mode. I don't care what anybody says. He was out for Jakes. Whatever type blood he had, he was out for it. And I don't care what is said. Nah. We talking about then. He was out for blood and was going to stick him. Wherever it was going to bleed, he was out for it. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what videos are taken down now. We already heard it, and we already seen it. Okay? I think he's been handing him the case. I think so, too. And I think today was kind of the icing on the cake of trying to get out of it to hand the case over to Jakes. Karma's making her rounds, Rosalind. That's what you said about today. Who's up tomorrow? I don't know. Ever since Carlton Pearson. Yeah. Y'all go check out Julian. He got him a new little CD. I don't think it's gospel. I don't know what it is. But I put the link on the community wall. Go check it out. He just released it. And he talks about his dad in it. I just died. Ray, I died. Oh, you gonna die. Oh, you gonna die. Oh, but you better hope you die, you live again. Even if I was consensual. He said, call me even if it was consensual. That's right. He was trying to build up the documentary. Oh, they thought we forgot, Ray. They thought we forgot they were trying to do a documentary on Jakes. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. They always got these parts that don't seem to pan out. Tyrone better stay on the case. That was the word earlier we were talking about. I am human. Now he may need to stay on the case just in case, because he get off that case, he just may be co-conspirator number 2. Okay, so if he stole the photos, is a lack of trust, kid, right? And integrity, whether he did it for fake, but he said he did it. You did this so you extended foul that you would. My God. I want to see the documentary, Courtney. Remember the documentary? Do y'all remember the documentary that we were supposed to get? The email address that was given out to send all your stories, either consensual or not. Just send them. Send them. Come on here. Yeah. But we ain't supposed to remember none of that. We wrong for talking about it, Ray. We ain't supposed to bring it up. Jakes Manasseh, Denise Clark, the Youngblood interviews, cemented in church's history. You got that right. They said they're popular. He said he's more popular than Jakes. So listen, you're legendary. Yeah, we remember. What's up, Morky Mom? We remember. You can't take our remembrance away. We ain't got amnesia. No dementia, no Alzheimer's. We remember. And I do believe what we didn't remember, the Jakes team got downloaded. I do believe that. Anything we forgot, The Jakes team done down. See, they not Tyrone Blackburn working over there by himself with the corner bodega worker that he dragged into his law office. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So we Dropbox full. They had to pay for extra storage, Ray. They had the maximum storage in that Dropbox they had to pay for. Oh, they got them all. Oh, delete them all if you want. Oh, but they got it. They got stuff we done forgot about. Ooh, Ray. Ooh, if it ever gets to Pittsburgh. More tapes than Diddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was so funny watching Armand describe the jurors when they were looking at them freak-off tapes. He said, oh, Lord have mercy. Ooh. Yada, yada, yada. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, but we going to be right here waiting and looking and booking. Oh, yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I got to get back to the job and do what I need to do today. But I wanted to just come up and mention this to you guys. Maybe we'll I got some other things to talk about, so I might be on later. I'm not too sure. But I got some other things to talk about as well that you know, I always got some things to do. Listen here. I'm expecting my second call from Hilton Risk Management today. I blew them up yesterday, and they're probably watching me now. But I'm awaiting your final call. And I told them, don't call me and waste my time. Call me with the resolution that I expect. So we're still, and we're waiting, Ray. And we are waiting. They probably got Cora's ex-husband in the jail keeping watch. Let me tell you. Uh-huh. You said so the money ran out and a lot. Well, they're going to have to go find some more money, though, Magnolia, if things go the way we think they're going to go. The people have to go find some more cash. Uh-huh. Have they given a verdict yet? No, it's just going to the jury. Should go to the jury either today or tomorrow. Diddy did not bring out one witness. Diddy had no witnesses. They rested without one witness. So that may be good for him because that prosecution would have ate everybody alive. Get them reward. Oh, I'm getting them. They think I'm crazy. You don't offer me peanuts. I've been violated. You're going to sit there. Then he try to act like, since I wasn't a woman, then it really didn't matter. Oh, I'm going to make a video about that. So men don't matter. You can be violated and looked upon as a slut, as a whore, and it don't matter. Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah. That's what we need. That's what we need there, Courtney. That's what we need in Hilton. That's what we need, Inspire. Yeah. So I'm not gonna let go until you bless me. I'm like Jacob. Eyes ain't gonna let go until you bless me. Shame on you, Hilton. It's okay. I feel something good coming on, so I'm not worried about it. Not gonna worry about it because you're not gonna dummy down my experience because I'm a male. And he alluded to, listen, well, you were, it wasn't a situation where you were a female and the guy had came into the room and was looking upon you and wouldn't get out. Well, that would be, what kind of difference would that make? So don't try to insult my intelligence and you dumb me down because I am a male and a woman did that to me. Whether it was, whether I'm comfortable or not, I wasn't comfortable at that point. I wasn't prepared to have all my dingleberries and everything looked upon. I wasn't prepared. God to prepare me to be a sanctuary. Okay, I wasn't prepared. I gotta go, y'all. I see.